Hey everyone, it's Jewel. Okay, so I'm trying it from a different angle, as you can see. I'm going to make a tutorial, or show you a tutorial on a flower that's very, very simple. I know there's other tutorials on this flower, but, you know, I'm going to give it my go. The flower that I'm going to be showing you how to make is this one right here. It's basically just ribbon. What you're going to need is, of course, some ribbon. You can use two different kinds of ribbon or just the same ribbon. I like to use two different kinds of ribbon and two different sizes or two different widths. As you can see, this one's about, let's see, 1/2 inch wide, and this one's about 3/4 inch wide. So, and of course, this one's a different color than white. You're going to need 4 strips of each, or if you're using the same, you're going to need 8 strips. But different lengths. My wider ribbon is cut to 7 1/4, and my smaller ribbon is cut to 6 1/4. And if you're using the same colored same colored ribbon, you still want to have different measurements because you're going to want it to look a little different layers. Like this one, you can see how this one's smaller and, you know, different. Sorry guys, I'm tired. But anyways, you're also going to need something to act as a base. I'm just using a circle I cut out of cardstock. You're going to need a button or any kind of centerpiece that you like to add. And of course you're going to need your hot glue. So let's get started. Okay, first thing you're going to need to do is get your base. And you're going to want to start with your longest ribbon first. And what you're going to do is you're going to flip the pretty side down, and you're going to put a little dab of glue in the middle. And then what you're going to do is center the ribbon, and push it down. Okay, so that's what you're going to get. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but that's pretty much what you're going to get. Then you're going to want to put another dab of glue in the very center. If you want to test it out, you can. What you do is you just fold it over. Let me get a little bit closer here. You're just going to fold it each end to the middle, and it's going to make a little puff, like so. So let me kind of zoom in a little so y'all can see a little better. Sorry. Okay, so what you're going to do is, of course, put another little dab of glue. Okay, and then just fold in your ribbons to the middle. And I just have my glue gun set on low, but that's pretty much what you're going to get. It doesn't have to be perfect. Flowers are never perfect, but that's pretty much what you're going to get. Now, you have 3 more ribbons of this size. So we're going to take the next ribbon and lay it across this way. My cats are trying to get into the craft room. So just put a dab of glue over the ribbon that you just did and do the same thing. You're going to center it. And push it down. You can also do this with lace and probably even trim. So you're going to do the same thing again. Put a dab of glue in the middle and push the ends together. I hope I'm on camera here. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so now you're going to have an X. Alright, now another piece of ribbon, lay it over, then you're going to put it across this way. So same thing. And this is a flower with a lot of volume, so I wouldn't recommend putting it on a card because it will get flattened or will possibly not fit very well in your envelope. So just think about that ahead of time before you use it in a card. So you're just going to keep on doing the same thing over and over again until you're out of your first sized ribbon. Just going to push it together. Okay, now it's going to look like this. Alright, now you're going to, oops. Okay. Alright, so the last piece of the 7 1/4 ribbon, or whatever size you're using, is of course going to go like that. So again, some more glue. That was a lot of glue. And center it. Push it down, and beware if you're using your gun on high. Okay, another dab of glue. Okay, you can let that dry a little. Alright, so that's what you're going to get when you're done with your first ribbon, or your first layer of ribbon, and it's going all over the place. And don't worry about the middle being kind of messed up. You're going to cover it with a button anyways, but that's what you're going to get. It kind of looks like a bow, one of those fancy bows. But that's the first layer. Now, the second layer is pretty much the same. What you're going to do is you're going to take your next size ribbon, and this one you can kind of tell there's a pretty side. This is the ugly side. This is the pretty side. So you're going to flip the pretty side down, and you're going to do the exact same thing. Going to put a dab of glue in the middle, pretty side down, center it, lay it down. So it's going to be pretty much the same. Dab of glue in the middle. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Getting all kinds of spider webs going on here. Okay, same thing. Turn it this way. Find the pretty side, and ribbon just does not like to sit with the glue. Okay, some more glue. For some odd reason, my glue gun ended up being on high heat. I have no idea how that happened. Very odd. I hate using high heat. It just doesn't hold for me. It just stays hot too long, and then, you know. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get so far. I have glue all over me. Alright, so now that you have the X, you're gonna turn the X like this towards you. And you're gonna do the same thing. Glue in the middle. Pretty side down, center, and press. Okay, now you're going to fold in the tips. I'm going to try to hold this a little bit longer since it's on high heat. Okay, so now you have that one. Now you're going to turn it this way. And the last piece is going to go like that. A little bit of glue. Okay, press. It's a really simple flower, it's just very repetitive. So, you know, if you're not into repeating yourself over and over again, you might not like this flower. But it does turn out really pretty. Okay. So now you have the whole entire flower done. So now you want to add your centerpiece. And I picked a button. So it's going to go in the middle like that. Just put down a big glob of glue. Ugh, stupid hot gun. Okay. Okay, let it dry a little. And there is the finished product. Now, if you're not a goofball like me and not check my glue gun, you'll hopefully have it on low heat, because low heat just works better when you're working at a faster pace like this. High heat's good for holding stuff, but you have to like keep your pressure on it until it dries. Low heat, you don't really have to worry about that. or at least that's my experience anyways. It might just be my glue gun. But that's mine. And if you don't do double-sided ribbon, you're going to have this kind of effect. You're going to be able to see the underside of the ribbon. But I like that because it kind of gives like a different tone to the flower. But really easy flower to do. Very simple, very easy. And like I said, you know you have the material at home to do this. Everybody's got ribbon and a button and some glue. So you don't have to have a base to do this. You can also just directly do it to whatever you're applying the flower to. But like me, if you're like me and you like to make flowers just in advance, just so you have it, you'll probably want to use a base. So that is my flower tutorial. I hope this helped a little. I might redo this one since it didn't work out too well with the hot glue. But yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.